Peace. So we're going to have a quick look at divine partner messages. See what's going on with these energies right now. There are definitely some changes going on. There is I want to say, sacred stillness energy taking place. I feel like you can tap into it. You can really feel it. If there are still things that you're cleaning out, I feel like moonstone can be very helpful. It's very much a good time to kind of let your emotions flow, release whatever attachments are connected to your emotions, that especially if they've been consistent, whether it's just been for a long time on a cycle, seemingly, that it would come around and you would feel this way or that. And if there are specific people involved, this is a time, I feel like, to really release the burdens is what's coming through to me. I feel like there are much bigger horizons. I feel like there is a lot possible as you release like what's been weighing you down and kind of making you, or attempting to make you feel like you can't have what's good. You know what I'm saying? It's like an energy that I'm picking up on where it's like, just that which is trying to make you feel like, like you can't get any bigger than this. You're going to have to stay at, at this level, or that's not going to work out. Or I feel like it's a deceiver energy, that definitely a belittler type of energy, but it's like a deceiver energy that like has something coming for it that it doesn't see coming. And I feel like after that, it's almost going to be like they weren't there. I don't know how else to describe the energy. It's kind of like I feel like it's going to be quick. And after that, there's like a lot of star. I'm feeling like star energy. It looks, gosh, really pretty, like glittery. It almost looks dreamy, aquatical, like maybe like prismatically pearlescent in a way, iridescent. I don't know. It's really pretty. But it's like a star energy, I feel like, is going to be present after that. And it's like there's an assured vibe, like a sacred mother vibe. Like here to heal you, here to open the door, to show the way, those who can kind of see what you need. And some of you may be extremely intuitive, but hey, like we can all utilize love and nurturing and support. And if that's been one of your problems, like, then it makes sense that it's time. I feel like if you're, to the degree that you are being honest with yourself, it's time for you to be filled back up. Rising to Attention flew out, and this came out in a recent reading. Some readings are going to be posted on Gumroad. They're long. I don't think I'm going to be doing especially long readings for the YouTube channel, because YouTube is just not the platform that it used to be. It used to be a lot more fun, a lot more open, and good for the community in terms of like, if people really enjoyed your channel, you didn't have like any algorithm tinkering or shadow banning or anything that would like throw things off. But I mean, I've seen channels I enjoy deal with shadow bans, and I don't think it's fair just because they were telling the truth about something. So I'm just not cool with that. But at the same time, for those who do tune in to this platform, I'll probably do 20-minute, we'll take a quick look at the energy types of things, and then I'll probably post the longer videos elsewhere, and possibly in written form, it might show up on the website. So it's www.kissoracle.com for those who are interested. And those of you who are looking to acquire the Kiss Oracle Divine Messages deck, that's there. The Quantum Root Oracle is available through the related products link on the shop page for the Kiss Oracle. And other decks that I recommend, I'll be listing like links there, because there are some spiritual tools, and I'm probably also going to be recommending readers and things of that nature. Like, what I tend to find to be like, like life changing, or like, wow, this person is so tapped in. I just feel like that's how it's just another way to give back. You know what I'm saying? And help people to find information from, readers that have integrity and like are really super gifted, because there are some of them out there. That, I mean, and I would have to say a fair amount. You know what I'm saying? Where I was like, yo, this girl is tapped in, or this guy is tapped in. You know what I mean? So there will be stuff like that on the website, and fun stuff too. Other fun stuff like that's just for fun. But I'm not going to talk too much about that at this time. We're going to save. We'll be saving time as well by me staying focused on the reading. So, all right. All right. All right. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of, I don't, okay, how would I describe this energy? Like cycles changing. I'm getting that kind of energy. There's like cycles changing. I feel like it's all trusted and assured. Like it is in good ancestral hands. Like really strong, powerful, very wise. Done seen this before. um, ancestral, star ancestral guidance. Cleansing your waters is trying to come out with the cuffing you card. Interesting. Oh, wow, that's the message. I do feel like as I'm shuffling here, I have to say, those of you who've dealt with like stalker energies, really jacked up stalker type individuals, I feel like some of them are going to be facing legal repercussions. I had a dream that just came to mind when this cuffing you card came out. And I know that cuffing you is not necessarily about that, but I read these cards, how the energies come out, and the energies came out saying that, and it's like it's saying something is being arrested or stopped. Now, is it earth legal? Is it cosmic legal repercussions? I'll leave that up to you to what resonates, but something that has been trying to poison you, I pick up, trying to mess up, like just like your goodness, just it feels like just malice, like just pure, really gross kind of hater energy. It's just not going to be able to do that anymore. It's almost like it's run out of I don't know, whatever kind of juice that is, but like if, just for a quick saying, a way to say it, run out of juice to do that to you. So I feel like you're coming into crystalline energy, and I know recently Spirit was talking about we're coming into our higher causal bodies. So we've been dealing with certain physical changes, and just really releasing the outworn and that kind of thing. And I feel like this is something that was trying to jam up the process, and really for no good reason. Like, so however it showed up in folks' lives, it represented kind of like I'm not going to stay on it too long, but I'm going to speak on it because that was like for that dream to come to mind, represented like the one who wants to violate their way into something and they know they're wrong. It's not like they're misled or it's unconscious, or it's like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even trying to read into any individuals with it, but the energy itself is like, something that's like kind of making this decision, like it's going to have what it wants to have. And it'll be sneaky about it and try to, you know what I'm saying? Like try to find its way into things without worrying. Sorry, I found some cards in here that were for the other deck, so I have to have a look really quick and see if there are any others. Like where it's just gonna try to find a way to sabotage this or sabotage that. Like it's not meant to be. It's not meant to be in your calibration, Spirit is saying, at all. So it's being removed, and it became very haughty, like because God extends the rope. Correct. It became very haughty, thinking it could keep trying to mess with the natural course of things. And it's in for a fairly rude awakening. So rest at ease because it can't even reach you anymore. I'm seeing like this arm extended. I'm being shown like this arm extended and like it can't even reach. It's like how if someone like it's like going away, like if it's like going away, like going farther out or farther down or whatever, like from the my vision vantage point. It was like never meant to be in your calibrations, any of them. That was like in something saying implant, something that was placed there. So oh, okay, and I guess these are your cards, Spirit is saying, because everything's falling out. One of the cards that was in the deck, um, Strange Code, Bloom Language, it was from a previous reading. I haven't posted it here, but it's like a Palladian focused inner child healing reading, and the Strange Code comes up with Bloom Language with this card, and that came up in the last reading. And for it to show up in this reading, I feel like you have strong like protectors of like crystalline frequency, Aquarian frequency, who don't do things the traditionalized way just to save face or just to grab accolades of status quo um, variations. Like they're willing to tell the truth at the expense of how it makes them look. And they're favored for that reason, divinely, and I guess have been for a while. So like their boldness, it comes from purity of heart. And I guess the reason this card ended up getting mixed in with the the Kiss Oracle deck, because it's from the Sublime Vibes deck, um, is because you are now being asked to find within yourself the resonance that has these types of guardians in your life, so with such staunch protections, because that is the aspect of you that can fully liberate you from that which has been troubling your finances. Any of you who have children, your children, like if anything's been trying to mess with their minds, spouses, anything that's been like pulling on the energy of like your spouse, your partner, to where they just really felt like they didn't have a lot of energy or motivation. Um, Mothers, where it's been putting mothers into like kind of a shadow mind, maybe even a hysteria or kind of like a histrionic type of, um, you know, kind of emotional states. Um, it's as you come into that, you're embodying the frequency you were born with, is what I'm being told. And they're saying suffice it to say, and put the card back. So I'm going to put the card back in the deck that it goes to. So, it's going to be like from grim night to brilliant, sunny, summery day, poetically speaking, the way the energies in your life are moving, in terms of like upcycling, like cycling up. Um, so to begin, rising to attention in alignment with your true will. Some of you, maybe you had aspirations to have people notice you, and now you're like, like, maybe you've dealt with so many people that, or too many people, where it was just an unsavory experience that you're just like, I'm cool. It don't really matter if you notice me. But that's about to change, because people do notice you. It's just your energies were being obscured by people who wanted to steal your energy. So they were kind of trying, to be either possessive with your energy or play your energy down and kind of use you as like someone, I don't know, that they feed off of, or someone that's like only for them. It's, however, whatever resonates. It's like something like that is what the energies feel like. And like they know and knew how special you are. And not only it was like to some of them offensive, fascinating, um and kind of like weirdly like for the like I don't know, where they just didn't think it was fair, maybe that you're as gifted as you are, talented as you are, as beautiful as you are, like however, whatever they saw that they felt like it, it's just not fair. I feel like some of them, the ones that are in alignment with their hearts, are waking up now and they realize that was really effed up. You know what I'm saying? Like that was not, it's not cool. It's not fair of them to smile in your face and profess to love you while secretly, kind of being upset that you have what you have, because that's not support. So I'm feeling like saying in any way that they've sabotaged you or scapegoated you, is trying to come out. In some cases it's coming back on them. So wish them, kind of wish them well out of the place that, like, kind of unconditional love for those connections that maybe you have some family connections where it's just you have maybe some family members that were in a negative mindset. Like forgiveness saves is what spirit is saying. So like, wish them well. Like, um you can focus your attention. I wish my loved ones well. Something that simple. It's because you're not pinpointing anyone um in particular. It's your loved ones, those that you share love bonds with, and that it should clear up the field is what spirit is saying, enough that if there are talks that need to be had, they will be. And if they really need to do a lot of self work, then they may go off somewhere and do that, or you may change location, and there might be some space between y'all, some time to, I feel like, heal, because some of these situations have misunderstandings to them. Some of these people were dealing with energies that were put on them unfairly, and they're finding out who they are at this time. You know what I'm saying? So once they accomplish finding out who they are enough, they'll be able to see really clearly, and they'll remember the good you've done for them. So it's kind of like if you're in a weird time with some of your loved ones, then that's, it sounds like that's what's going on. Those that you felt like you couldn't rise up because this person would just show up and keep dragging you down or sabotaging themselves, and then guilt, kind of giving you the guilt vibe that it was on you to take care of them if you really love them. It's like that kind of thing. And whatever goes is in that. We've been breaking generational patterns that, of dysfunction and that sort of thing, and building higher pathways that are crystalline. The majority are crystalline now. So it's, you can rise to attention and receive support. So, do some affirmations perhaps to help you to realize, I am worthy, of proper respect. I am worthy, you know what I'm saying, of love. I am worthy of support. These are very empowering and will help you. This is a good time to plant higher thought seeds of light, or higher light seeds, you know what I'm saying, into your etheric field, is what spirit is saying. Um, because they're gonna bear fruit, undoubtedly. It's assured. Um, and those that know, you know what I'm saying, and that's an Aquarian concept. So if you're having a lot of time with a hard time with confusion, you could work with like amethyst or the violet ray. Work with it. Spirit is saying work with it as much as you need to. Do a little grounding work after. Work with some green, with some nature, because Mother Earth is alive and she's sentient, and she's been receiving a lot of angelic light codes, a lot of higher Syrian light codes, so that she can come up in resonance, and so that there is more of a resonance of, or so that there is a resonance of plenty where everyone is provided for. Um, and things are truly fair according to people keeping what they earn and that sort of thing, and not having some middleman come in and take a whole huge percentage and leave people with very little of what they actually earned. Those times are going away. So now it's time, like Earth is coming into vibrance now. You know what I'm saying? So when after doing, work with the violet ray, or um doing work where you are working with amethyst, perhaps, like 20-minute sessions a day tend to be good. You could put it over your crown chakra. You could put it over your heart chakra for probably about 5 minutes over the heart chakra. You know what I'm saying? Just to clear away any toxic projections. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people have been dealing with a lot. And when toxicity comes out of them, it's like, it's not always a reflection of their character per se. They just maybe have been dealing with levels of strain that that they felt were too much for them. So just clear it away. Cleansing your waters is a card with a stellar uh, Starkist heart frequency, and etheric tantra is a shared supportive frequency here. I feel like there's a lot of ancestral cleaning going on, and this did come through in the Palladian inner child healing reading as well. There's a lot of ancestral clearing and cleansing happening, and it's like all over the planet is what I'm picking up, and it's really like there's a really beautiful nurturing energy to it. Um, it's going to help people bring people back to basics and certain levels of just common sense. I feel like, where it's like people kind of stop bugging and start just looking at the writing on the wall with certain things of what does need to be addressed, and not get pulled into like false narratives that the media might be trying to spin to have people living in fear, or to have people buying into this or buying into that so they could turn a profit. It's like the people are going to wake up. People have been waking up, but people are going to wake up in a way where certain things that, like, maybe people who want to call themselves officials have been like, yeah, we're going to solve this and we're going to solve that, and like they never do. Or they throw crumbs at you, or they try to make it look like they're working on it, but really they're eating like $500 lunches and like laughing at the common folk. Like, those days are over. It's been taking time to show up and manifest. And if there's no media coverage showing all the good things happening, then how are you going to know about it unless you go and you look for the good things that are happening? So alternative media might have more information of some of the good things that are happening, and things where people are coming together and farming together and working with green technologies and things of that nature, so that you actually know what's out there if it's being kept from you. You know what I'm saying? Information wise, you can access it. We already touched on the cupping you card, but I feel like this is okay. So people, in addition to what I picked up before, because obviously this is like, I feel like on the relationship front, relationships that are built on possession are going to be shaky at this time. Like, it's not um, like if you're kind of cuffing someone because you don't want them to get away, or you don't want them to end up in something with someone else, and it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So I'm choosing you, and it's like it's not for the right reasons. It's not going to work out. But I think what's healthy is there are going to be, especially on the divine masculine side of things, the divine masculine consciousness, there's going to be realizations of exactly what happened in those dynamics, where whether they're the ones who were kind of like trying to be like, no, I want you to be in this relationship with me, or it was, the divine feminine consciousness that was like, I want you to be in a relationship with me, like from whatever form. These could be karmic relationships. So I guess I should say the masculine consciousness and the feminine consciousness. Um, Whichever, person it would be in those types of connections, it's like there's a process of reassessing now the motivations for even being in them. So this may take some time. I'm seeing a lot of pink energy and clearing, and so it seems like inner child healing and just like sublime type of states of being, where it's like, what makes me happy? Where you can really take a look at the people that you, even if it's not a romantic relationship, that you've been kind of trying to hold next to your life, or they've been trying to hold you next to their lives. Are you happy there? Does this flow? Is this really happy? Is this joyous? Like, do you enjoy each other? And I feel like if you do, that is what's going to keep you together. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that same energy that was being discussed earlier, that's just going to get removed, you know what I'm saying? Whether it realizes it or not, it may be like a third party interference or what have you. Um, it's based on like kind of like possessiveness, or I want what I want, even, you know, even if it's not good for the people involved. It's like that type, it came from that type of consciousness, and spirit's saying correct. So I feel like, symbolically speaking, that's what's going away, where you don't hold people against their will. You don't try to make a relationship work with someone who doesn't want to make a relationship work with you. You let them go. So I feel like that's kind of the math that we're dealing with right now, like all over, like every, you know, like it's all over the place. This is a, I feel like it's a very large kind of like collective upgrade in consciousness, spirit is saying. Forever comes next, right? With the stellar, it's a stellar Starkest heart frequency, and it's overarching. I feel like there's going to be a lot of ancestral contact, a lot of support, a lot of like ancestors coming through, like baby girl, baby boy, like let me break it down for you. Who knows? They might show up in dream time, or they might show, who knows how they're going to show up. They might show up, spirit saying it's correct, in people who like just go out of their way to be helpful to you, and you form nice connections. It could be, you know, for some of you where you live, like with neighbors, you know what I'm saying? It could be coworkers who, you know what I'm saying, like who come to your aid, and they um maybe they put you on to like a, hey, we do this thing on the weekends where, you know, we set up these vendor tables, and you know, they might know of another really happy gig, you know what I'm saying, that can help you. Like I feel like there's this energy of mutual support is how I'm describing, collective joy, spirit is saying. Because there's going to be wealth coming in for the populace, like, and people finally they know how to work with it. They know how to make the good vibes expand, grow, make the right decisions, drawing closer to earth, drawing closer to you know, like healthy healthy ways of living, you know what I'm saying? Definitely green living. Um Health and wellness that comes from earth, you know, where it's not like just some franken-science that somebody threw together, but it's like you're actually getting to know how herbs work and how this or that works. A lot of angelic energies that I'm picking up that are keeping an eye on things. It feels like they're making sure that, I definitely feel like a guardian presence. um but I feel like they're making sure people stay on task kind of with their agreements, that they're staying in alignment with with their hearts and what they know, like what they know is right. Trying to see, because it seems very muted. The meaning here, as I'm trying to tune into this, it's kind of like it, like they're ensuring people, like no one's out of their lane, so to speak, like being violating to others, or being taking the majority of things so that others don't have enough. It's like that kind of thing, like that, like the angelic energies are no play. They're not playing. You know what I mean? Like and I feel like there were agreements made. So people who had to make agreements to like be able to be, you know what I'm saying, like here at this time, Spirit saying correct. They have to follow those agreements. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of change that's happening. It's really positive, and I just keep feeling wealth energy. It's been coming up in other readings too, so I don't know exactly what's happening, but something's coming. So and they do say it's like, darkest before the dawn and that kind of thing. I feel this is like one of those, like, we had to pass through maybe some tests, or and really have a good look at ourselves and be in our integrity, um and really kind of be willing to let go of what's not good for us, so that what is good for us can finally take its rightful place. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are people that were meant to be together that, due to others being like covetous and tricking their way into things, or trying to trap people into pregnancies or becoming pregnant, you know what I'm saying? Maybe tried to come between two people who really and truly were in love. And so now here the guy or the girl's like, well, I'm obligated. I got to stay and have this family. Like, and this has been going on. Stuff like that has been going on for generations. That's just one example. I feel like it's like the truth is coming to bear. And I mean, and it really feels beautiful to me. It's like the truth is coming to bear. Like, if you're willing to be honest and you're willing to be truthful and you're willing to accept what is yours and what's for you, you're going to be fine. You're going to be very happy, is what Spirit is saying. Um, I think it's in trying to have what isn't for us that where we felt the misery. Um, and then there were things obviously trying to obscure our concept of what is for us and try to, disinherit us from our divine birthright. Because, like, as far as I can see, earth is very giving and very freeing. And if you're willing to work the land or work for what you have, the natural cycle is that you have a harvest at the end of all that hard work. So if that's the way divinity wants it, then that's the way it's supposed to be. And it looks like divinity's taking the wheel. Spirit said that is correct. So forever, I feel like these energies are going to be reshaping people's concepts of how they've looked at the reason they even came to the planet, how they look at the decisions they made when they were kind of being disempowering to themselves, and kind of taking ownership of the fact that if you're willing to, like, clear yourself of false perceptions and really clear your vision, you can kind of see what's right in front of you for what it is. So I hope that's helpful. You're My Favorite Mystery is the last card. It's a sacred dreaming heart kiss frequency, and the shared supportive frequency is heart opening. Props to eggs. The hey there, you looking for a brighter season that to lay your burdens down. That's what comes to mind. Lay your burdens down. You don't have to be sitting in a hopeless feeling. All right. It's a choice, and it's a choice a lot of us have made unconsciously, but it doesn't have to be that way. And yeah, so I feel like the mystery here, I think the mystery here is like that the way. So if you'll just trust yourself, you will guide yourself to, like, and I don't know, I'm seeing like a lot of crystalline imagery. Not entirely sure I know what that means at this moment, but it's like it's guiding you to, like, there's, like, I don't know, like, really, like, higher codes, higher destiny codes. Perhaps that's what it feels like. Truths, like, that you want the truth, you get the truth, like, straight up. Okay, so Spirit's making it simple. Higher mind upgrades. You're making your way to higher mind upgrades. Just accept the truth. It's coming. Just accept what's for you. It's coming. That's the message, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this was helpful. You can always check on www.kissoracle.com for, like, updates, maybe readings that aren't posted here. The Kiss Oracle Divine Partners Message Deck is available for there. Is available for those who are looking to get a deck. You can also get the Quantum Root Oracle through the related products section on the shop page, through the link that you're led to. If you have like a deck for divine partners, inner child healing, self-love, self-care, you can hit the contact me button, let me know, and you can be considered for like feature or review. I definitely am about that life of sharing the word, of good tools to be utilizing. And if like you're a reader on any of those journeys or what have you, and you want me to check out what you're doing, like please do. Maybe I'll interview you or feature you or what have you, because I feel like it's better when we can work together as a collective to spread the word. I've been involved in that in the past. I used to run like this zine back in the day, and I was getting hints from Spirit to do it again. I think this is how I'm going to do it for now, where we can help to let others know what's out there. You know what I mean? And that way, if anyone's skewing algorithms or preventing people from being properly seen, it doesn't matter, because word of mouth will take care of that. What's good and is really good will actually spread organically. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. And I think that is where I'm going to close out for. Oh, and yeah, and for donation fairies, thank you so much for the thought and the gesture. There is a Cash Me link to Cash App also on www.kissoracle.com, and I do appreciate that. It does help support the work that's done for like the complimentary readings that that I take the time to extend, and that Spirit is giving me messages for, so I can continue doing it, and doing it a little more frequently as well. All right, y'all. Peace.